Good morning, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us on this Monday morning. Emerson Lehman alongside Tammy Elliott here at the First Alert Digital News Desk, where we have some developing news as we take a look at Lambeau Field. Players expected to be cleaning out their lockers today. We'll have coverage of that. But this news, Tammy, is on the head coach position, and we're learning some more from ESPN's Adam Schefter this morning.
Yeah, he was posting that the Packers are expected to try to work out a deal in the coming days to keep head coach Matt LaFleur in Green Bay. LaFleur has 1 year left on his contract, and Schefter goes on to say that both sides want clarity moving forward. Of course, big question. Matt LaFleur held his season-ending news conference yesterday saying that he wants to stay in Green Bay and talking about how tough that loss was, but this is the first indication we're getting of what could happen moving forward.
Lots of moving pieces expected. You know, he talked a lot about how he enjoys the locker room, the players, the people of Green Bay, just talking about how nice the people in the Midwest are. He's a Midwestern himself, and just sharing how his family, his kids really enjoy Green Bay, and he wants to stay here. So again, says that they're expected to try to get that deal together. So still a lot of things that need to take place, and we're going to, of course, be following along. Our Action 2 sports team will be bringing you updates as well throughout the week, I imagine, as that kind of all falls into place there. But yeah, tough Monday after what was a just brutal way to lose to the Bears after getting out to such a big lead and then losing it in the fourth quarter again to the Bears, falling, and just a tough loss. I know a lot of fans on my Facebook page, on the station's Facebook page, a lot of them calling for LaFleur, saying, hey, maybe this is the time. But clearly by that report from Adam Schefter, the Packers feel differently, and they're going to try and get something done. So we'll continue to follow along with that, and again, bring you the latest updates on air and online as those become available. We know Sports Director Dave Schrader is expected to be at Lambeau today chatting with all the players. Jordan Love, when asked after the game on Saturday, had said, yeah, I want Matt to be the head coach here. I think he's a great head coach. So we'll continue to follow along with that. Lots of developing pieces, and we will bring you the latest as it all becomes available. Now we want to talk about something else that's always developing, the First Alert weather with Chief Meteorologist Steve Bailon. And believe it or not, Steve, we were looking at our different sky cams throughout the morning at Action 2 News this morning. We got some sunshine to enjoy.
So nice to see. We really need that for this Monday, Steve.
Something to try to just get people's spirits back up as best as we can. Yes, we are seeing some sunshine. It is mixed with some high cloud cover across central Wisconsin. You can see those high clouds blending in with the sunshine from our Appleton sky cam. Do you guys see Squawky? He's playing a little game peekaboo.
Just peeking over.
He's peeking out behind that. I'm not sure what that is. Looks like some sort of plastic tubing, which is shielding some cables up there on the rooftop. So he's playing a game of Where's Waldo with us. Anyway, so it's sunny to partly cloudy in the valley. It's 27 degrees. Feels like 18. Southwest wind at 8 miles an hour. 25 in Oshkosh, 23 in Green Bay. We're in the teens across northern Wisconsin. As cold as 13 in Rhinelander. West to southwest winds are a little brisk, around 5 to 15 miles an hour, giving us wind chills in the teens. Rhinelander, boy, we're picking on you this morning. It's a feels-like temperature of +2. Well, it feels like 28 in Wapaka, where the air has calmed down temporarily. Today, we'll be getting back into the mid and perhaps upper 30s, a high of 36 degrees, which is not that cold considering it is the middle of January. However, it is going to be brisk, and you may not notice much of a difference. We will see sunshine mixed with some of those high clouds, with more clouds arriving as we go towards tonight. And that's because of our next weather maker. We're going to be tracking a light wintry mix coming in late tonight, wrapping up during the Tuesday morning commute. Tomorrow morning, when people are getting out and about and heading off to work or getting family off to school, we may have some slick roads across northern Wisconsin. So late tonight, our severe weather outlook is in the low category. If you're traveling early Tuesday, allow for some extra travel time and give yourself some increased following distance. So you can see some of those high clouds that are drifting through central Wisconsin. Otherwise, there's a weak area of high pressure, which is keeping things pretty peaceful. There is some rain and snow in the Pacific Northwest and over towards Alberta, Canada. That's ahead of an Alberta Clipper, which is taking shape. And as that swings Across southern Canada towards the northern Great Lakes, we'll have that wintry precipitation arriving in the pre-dawn hours of your Tuesday. So here's First Alert Pinpoint Predictor. Today, mostly sunny skies. Tonight, mostly cloudy skies. We're dry through midnight. And then after that, here comes rain and snow. So the legend of the radar is in the upper left-hand corner of your screen. The green is rain, and that's going to be coming down across the Fox Valley. There might be a little bit of some sleet or maybe some freezing drizzle mixed in. Farther northeast, you're probably going to have snow and then a mix to some rain before the precipitation ends. Heading into 6, 7 o'clock Tuesday morning, it's not going to last very long. I would say you're kind of in a 4 to 6 hour window where this precipitation is going to swing on through. But even though the rain and snow should be ending by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, when we get into the Tuesday morning rush, we're going to have wet roads or slushy roads across the north. And then skies will be mostly cloudy tomorrow with a couple little spotty rain and snow showers during the midday and the afternoon. I wouldn't expect a lot of additional accumulation in the latter half of your Tuesday. The bulk of what's going to come down is coming down late tonight. And it's basically areas along and north of Highway 64. A slushy inch is possible. This latest run of First Alert Pinpoint Predictor has brought down the snowfall totals just a little bit. We'll see how it goes. Otherwise, here's your First Alert Super 7-day forecast. 36 today, warmer 41 tomorrow with that early mix, otherwise breezy west winds. And then a cold front comes through. Tomorrow night, the wind turns to the north. Temperatures and wind chills will plunge. When you wake up Wednesday morning, I'm expecting those feel-like temperatures to crash down to the single digits with below zero single digits across northern Wisconsin. So in comparison to a high of 41 tomorrow, Wednesday is going to be much colder with gusty north winds up around 30, maybe as high as 40 miles an hour. As that north wind blows off of Lake Superior, there may be a few lake flakes Wednesday into Thursday, only minor accumulations there. Then a disturbance moves through the area late Friday into Saturday. That'll bring us some light accumulating snow. It's a little early to be confident on how much snow we're going to get, but it does appear to be a light event. A couple computer models that we use in the First Alert Weather Center suggest that through Saturday, an inch, maybe 2 inches is a possibility. So again, a light event to wrap up the week and head into the weekend. And then as we wrap up the weekend and go into next week, we may get even colder. Sunday's high 13 degrees, and I've seen some information out there which suggests that we may be looking at highs in the single digits and teens into early next work week. So I feel like the first half of this week isn't too bad, but then we take a step down as we go into Wednesday and then take another step down as we go into Sunday and beyond.
Just keep stepping, Steve. But I mean,
Stepping
we've been
down.
pretty spoiled really the last week with how moderate the temperatures have been out there.
Yeah, it hasn't been that cold at all. Our temperatures have been running above average for this time of year. I mean, case in point, today's high temperatures, like they're about 10 to 15 degrees warmer than normal. And tomorrow will be even bigger of a discrepancy.
All right, Steve, well, we'll let you get ready for Action 2 News mid-morning. You and Aisha will be working on that. And
See her in the background.
she's back there behind you.
She's
Yeah, you'll be there in
tapping
about
away.
20 minutes or so.
She's
Big
giving a thumbs
from
up.
Aisha there. We appreciate her. All right, Steve. Thanks so much. Folks can join you both at 9 o'clock. We'll see you then. Have a good one, my friend. We're
Bye,
going
guys.
to jump now to another topic, Tammy. We're about halfway through January now. A little
Already?
less. It's kind of
Almost,
cruising by,
yeah,
isn't it? A
it
little
is.
bit. We are talking about, a lot of folks, perhaps they'll make these resolutions and say, yeah, we want to try and lose some weight. We want, whether it's working out. Aisha had a great safety desk today
did.
talking about making sure you're not straining yourself. But this is making sure to keep you safe and protect your money because there's some weight loss scams that are going on.
Right. And this is important, I think, because it's, in this case, you said money, which there's a lot of people losing money to different weight loss scams that are online, on social media, but it's also your health.
And yeah, that's a huge factor
I
there.
talked with the Better Business Bureau of Wisconsin, Lisa Schiller, one of their investigators, last week, and she was saying that there's concern that potentially people could be buying the GLP-1, the popular,
Sure.
and they're knockoff medications that are online. They could be watered down or dangerous. You just don't know
what you're putting in your body.
Right, yeah. So Better Business Bureau, actually, they just put out another release on this morning, talking about misleading ads, fake subscriptions, people actually getting, anything from a text message to an email saying you've just qualified for a prescription. So those are knockoffs of the real prescription medications
Sure.
that we know. Obviously, they're telling you have to go through your doctor or go through a trusted pharmacy, but there are fake online pharmacies, fake offers, and we know that this is popular right now. There's a growing demand for this, and one of the big things is people are trying to find something cheaper. They're trying to save some money, so they'll go online, they'll search this up. But she really wanted you to know that if you're kind of being told that this is urgent, you got to get this deal right now, those are always red flags. Discount prices, cheaper prices, and also any claim that you don't need a prescription.
And that's something with a lot of the other scams you talk about. Obviously, the prescription part of it is unique
Right.
to this, but that urgency, the text messages, the lower
Right.
prices, thinking this is too good to be true kind of thing. Those are always those key red flags to watch for in most of the scams that you
Right.
investigate.
And then the other level of this is some of the products, the things that you can try. What they sent out today is things that are, getting away from the prescription, but these are, methods that work, and they're using names, celebrities, and Lisa Schiller was saying how deceiving they are. They're using AI. Oprah, Kelly Clarkson, people from Shark Tank. Someone just wrote, I bought some gummies that were supposed to help with weight loss. Kelly Clarkson, celebrity endorsed product. I trusted her. This is a BBB Scam Tracker report. It says, however, they used her AI likeness to scam people, lost over $700.
Wow.
And then what's happening is that, so people are giving their credit card information or debit card or whatever it is, they're continuing to get charged. And so when you're giving out your payment information, your private information, you don't know who you're giving it to on the other end. You don't know what's going to happen with that. So one person said, I eventually had to cancel my credit card, had to call my credit card company. It's just continuous. And so they're saying really be careful not to trust endorsements. There's a lot out there. So you want to look and try to find the real company, because in some cases there are products that are out there, but it's just not a celebrity endorsed product.
Sure.
So they're just lifting this, and also you want to check a product's ingredients with the FDA. Really be suspicious, they're saying, of special pills, powders, herbs. You can check the list. There's public notification list from the FDA about harmful weight loss products and different things. There's just so much to cover in this space, but it's really about your health. And yeah, there's a lot out there, and you can stumble upon these and you're thinking, oh, did Oprah really endorse this? And Oprah's synonymous with weight loss, right? She's
Sure.
talked about it like her whole career, but she's also come out and said, my name, my image, my likeness is being used. And they're always trying to put a stop to this, but they just kind of create new videos, new fake endorsements. So you just really have to be careful.
Makes it all the more important to do your research and really
Right.
look into what you're purchasing, what you're putting in your body, and,
Yes.
and what you're who you're trusting.
And a couple of quick ways, and this is with anything you get, you can always just do a general search. You put in maybe the product name, a couple of lines, and do a search. You can also go to the Better Business Bureau Scam Tracker. So it's bbb.org. They have Scam Tracker. You can look up a scam. So when I was doing this story, you put in, weight loss, or if you're looking for something specific, and you can read them all. And I always just am amazed at, it's line after line, report after report, similar, reports from people. So if you're wondering, oh, is this real? You can take some of your lines or
Sure.
your, whatever you're looking up and plug it in there, and you're really likely to find.
Trust the experts who are putting in
Yeah.
that work for you.
So just want to pass along that helpful information, because we want you to be safe and obviously don't want you to lose money.
All right, Tammy. Well, thank you so much. Always love chatting about your Consumer First Alerts. You can catch those every Friday, and also head to WBAY.com and click on the Consumer First Alert tab to see all of Tammy's excellent work. We're taking another live look at Lambeau Field this morning, as we said at the top. If you're just joining us, Packers will be cleaning out their lockers today after a tough loss Saturday to the Bears in the NFC wildcard round. Adam Schefter reporting this morning, just about 20 minutes ago, that the Packers are expected to try and work out a deal to keep head coach Matt LaFleur in Green Bay. So we will continue to monitor that situation, bring you all the latest updates. LaFleur still has a year left on his current contract, and Schefter had said that both sides are seeking some clarity to see what direction they will move forward, but they are expected to try and work out a deal to keep head coach Matt LaFleur here in Green Bay. Make sure to stay with us on air and online throughout the day, throughout the coming days, as those details continue to become available as we wrap up a tough end to another Packers football season. Have a great Monday, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow morning on Action 2 News this morning starting at 4:30.